Hey everybody. Okay, so it is Mr. DeFlora. I'm just gonna take a quick couple minutes here and go over a quick lesson on three different types of words. Okay, we've got gerunds, participles, and infinitives. Okay, gerunds, participles, and infinitives. These are probably three words that you've never heard me utter. You probably haven't heard a lot of people say these words, but once we actually look at what these words are, you'll be amazed at how common they actually are. Okay, so we'll do this lesson, you'll listen to this lesson, and then you'll actually have a little quiz attached to this where you can practice identifying gerunds, participles, and infinitives by answering a couple multiple choice questions. Okay. Uh, Along with this week, we've also got a little bit of a text. You'll be reading The Velt by Ray Bradbury. I'll have another little video talking about that in a little bit, but let's go on and just talk about these three types of words. And there's my cursor, so you can kind of see that it's all good to go. All right, got a little meme there. I don't always make grammatical mistakes, but when I do, they're obvious. You can spot it. All right, let's start off. A gerund. Okay, gerund is a word. It's always going to be ending with ing. Okay. Now these words, they function as nouns. Noun, if you remember, is a person, place, or thing. It's anything that has something done to it. Okay. Gerunds answer the question, what? Okay. Here's an example. Surfing is fun. Okay. What we're going to do is find the verb is. All right. Now answer what is. What is? What is this thing that is fun? Well, the answer is surfing. Surfing is fun. Now, if I used that in the verb form, I would say I surf for fun, or I surf. Running is fun. I run. Run is the verb to run, but running, we know that commonly as, the activity. It's the noun. ing makes something the noun. If that word, like surfing, is being used as a noun, a person, place, or thing. Okay? So whenever you see a word ending in ing, one of your first instincts might be to consider it a gerund. Okay? That's what a gerund is. ing noun. ing noun. Okay, moving on to the next word, participles. Participles. Now, these, like gerunds, always have the word ending in ing, but sometimes they end in ed, an n, or a t. Most commonly, you're looking at an ed, or an ing. Now, here is where they're different. Gerunds were used as nouns. Participles are used as adjectives. They are there to describe a noun. Okay? They describe a person, a place, or thing. They don't answer the question of what. They answer the question of what kind, right? So here's an example from Tupac. The only thing that comes to a sleeping man is dreams. The participle here is sleeping, okay? And it's answering that question, what type of man? I walked out today and I heard singing birds. What type of birds were they? They were singing birds. Sometimes, if you want, they can exist in the same sentence too. So while running or going on running, I heard barking dogs. Okay. In that sentence, the verb is still heard, but running is the gerund and barking is the participle. Okay. So that's participle. And last is an infinitive. Now, these are verb phrases, verb being actions, things that you do, are verb phrases that begin with the word to and will be followed by an action verb. Okay, here's an example. To understand the material, one must study. So remember, if the subject can do the action, it is an action verb. So really easy with this one. Locate the word to. All infinitives begin with the word to. To scratch, to flip, to fall. These are all infinitives. I waited for the cat to sleep, right? And the verb in that sentence is I'm still waiting, but the infinitive there is to sleep, okay? Just like in this example right here, the verb of the sentence, the main verb, is study. So one must study to understand the material, okay? To, infinitive. Is there an action verb? Locate the word to. Is there an action verb following to? Understand is an action verb. The verb phrase, aka infinitive, is to understand. See? Right there. So whenever you see to, that's what you're looking for. So just to recap real quick, gerunds are nouns that end with ing. It's a person, place, or thing. Surfing, running, coughing, sipping. Those are gerunds. Participles are words that function as adjectives that end in ing or ed or n or t. And an example of an ed word would be loved. So I loved, or so the verb version of it would be I loved going to Disney World as a kid. But the participle version of that would be the going to Disney World as a child was loved. Okay. And then finally, infinitives, act verbs that begin with the word to in front of it. So pause on this Calvin and Hobbes cartoon real quick. So you have an assignment. There are a couple questions for you to answer, multiple choice ones. I will go ahead and do the first one with you guys so you can kind of see, okay? All right. So right down here, swimming is good exercise. Okay. This one is going to be a gerund because it's talking about the activity of swimming. Swimming is the noun. Okay. All right, guys. Well, really wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of a break this week. Really cool story to read. Make sure you read it, Velt. And I will see you on that post. I'll also remind you guys, I've always got video tutorial hours from Tuesday to Friday. Check the post that I put in every module to see when a good time would be to pop in. I originally had it set for like different class periods, but I think at this point, if I'm going to be online, you are welcome to pop in. You just click the link on there, and you don't have to show a camera. You can just turn on your microphone, start yelling at me, asking a bunch of questions, or you can just mute your camera and just start entering stuff into the chat on there. It's totally up to you guys. Thanks.